Miner Daily Show, and again, I got Tommy. I think this is the third or fourth time you've been on, Tommy. And you know why? Because when you're on, the ratings go up. They go up, Tommy. That's for damn sure.
I like to hear that. That's good. Anything to help this channel, brother. It's growing. It's growing, people.
It is growing. Let me take my glasses off. I don't need them. I
I
only need them for little writing.
oh, I need it because I'm still working on my lighting system.
Oh, you know what? I got two light. I bought two lights off of Amazon. I think they were like $30 a piece. And you know what? They're great. Honest to God, they're great. If you look up lighting for podcasts and stuff on Amazon, honest to God, they're real cheap. And I have them for like 3 years now. They work perfectly.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, because I'm using a desk lamp right now
Oh,
on
okay.
my low production.
Oh, okay. Listen, I'm trying to get I want to get our channel. I want to see if there's any comments. So I'm looking to see, get it up here on the computer. But what was I going to say to you, Tom? So what do you think of the Guthrie case?
Brother, I'm telling you what, it's a wacky case. I never seen anything like it. Just it's bizarre. Everything in
Well,
your experience have you been saying on your reels and your videos, brother? There should have all this contained, surrounded, blocked off. They should have combed search within a 3-4 mile radius. They didn't even do that. They just went in and went out, and like as many times as they went in, like you said, they should have done this day one. It's red flag all the way, and it's getting wackier. The emails that they're getting now, the another note, and then the plea to go search for her mom after week or two, all going on 2 weeks. It's baffling. It's crazy. Now they got a pizza delivery. They got a pool guy coming out. They're contaminating the whole crime scene. The whole block is a crime scene, for crying out loud.
I agree, Tommy. And what Tommy's saying, and I just want everybody to know, as I was a police officer for 27 years, I was a detective for 14. When that first officer on a crime scene, his whole job is to contain that scene. Okay, that's what he's going to do. No people in, no people out. You put a perimeter around, and you always make it bigger than it needs to be because you can always bring it in, Tommy, but you can never bring it out. That's what they always taught us. So his thing is to set up the crime scene and protect it to the detectives and everybody get there, so it's not contaminated. Now, folks, they always tell us don't release that scene unless you have everything you need. You went over everything. These cops released the scene like 2 or 3 times and then came back. It's a defense attorney's dream. If they make an arrest, all that evidence after this, I'm telling you, is going to be tainted and suppressed. Would you agree with me, Tommy?
I agree with that assessment 100%, brother. I mean, it's sad.
It's crazy. And so people understand. Okay, let's say my house here was a crime scene, okay? The cops are in here looking for everything, going through everything, and they decide we got all the evidence we need, and they leave. Who's to say somebody didn't come back in that house, leave other stuff there, went through the house? There's nothing to say that didn't happen. So when they come back, that evidence is now tainted. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Once that evidence is not in your side anymore, it's done. Tommy, I'm going to explain something else. Like, say this was an evidence bottle, okay? And one of my officers brought it in and said, Sarge, we're going to have to put this in the evidence room, right? We can never leave sight of this. If we leave this in a room unattended and we go somewhere for a half hour, go to lunch and come back and this was left unattended, it is now suppressed evidence. It's not going to be good in court. We don't know. Somebody else could have handled it. Somebody could have drank out of it. That's what I'm saying. They left the crime scene open for suppression of the evidence when an arrest is made. 100%. It's not even a question. 100% they did it.
Yeah, the way they handle it, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing
Yes.
for the good detectives, good law enforcement agencies, and people in the FBI. There are still good apples in there, but just because these guys did it the way they did does not. It does reflect on everybody. Let's just say, and it's sad. It's just ridiculous. But yes, you can't. Everything has to be like Danny said: one shot, one roll. That is it. Not 12 times. I mean, that's a drinking song from Blake Shelton. You
Right.
know, it's you can't. This is a human life we're talking about.
Yeah.
Every second counts.
Tommy,
Every second counts.
And Tommy, I agree. They're probably like thinking of her first. They're thinking we got to find her, and I get that. But you can't do bad police work in the process because once this is all over, you're going to want to prosecute these people. You're going to want to prosecute and convict whoever did this. And you're fucking up this police work so bad, you're going to have trouble prosecuting people. I'm telling you, ask any defense attorney. This evidence is tainted. It's so tainted. It's not even funny. And Tommy, I just want to say one other thing. You know, I have a big following. I have 500,000 on TikTok. Between
Right.
Meta, Instagram and Facebook, I have 300,000. So I have 800,000 followers. People from that area are DMing me. They're like, don't say my name, Danny, but we want to give you inside information. And what they told me, multiple people, that Sheriff has a big ego and is not liked. They said 90%, Tommy, 90% of the people that work for him don't like him. They had a petition going because he's so arrogant and his ego is so bad. And that's from people from his community DMing me and telling me that. Now, I don't know if it's true, Tommy. It could be just people that hates him, but they're telling me his ego is huge.
Oh, you could just tell his first interview, his first briefing. I mean, he was animated. He was.
Yes.
It's like I'm like, what the hell? Where did they get this guy come from? It's like from the Andy Griffin. I mean, it's just like too animated. It's it, I seriously at this time, if you've seen the timeline, it's 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning when her pacemaker went off on
Right.
Wi-Fi. Like my gut's telling me something.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
2% that she's alive. 98% she's gone. And folks, that's not being mean, that's being
no,
realistic. They are looking for a body at this point. They're looking for murder suspects, not kidnappers. This was a fake kidnapping scenario. They were not ransoming anything. And Tommy,
no.
like I said in the last time we talked, when you ransom something, you do it quietly, especially to a rich family. You send them an email, you send them something and say, don't talk to the police. Put the money here. We'll give you your loved one back. Do not call the police. You don't call a news station and tell the news station you're the kidnapper. You don't do that unless you want this publicity, and that's what they were looking for. Publicity. They murdered this woman. I'll be shocked if they didn't.
Yeah, this is a recovery. This is
Yes.
what you see in the display. It's a recovery. This is what this is, and there's a lot of disinformation out there. There are people are just going wild with this thing. It just you have to listen to professionals like Danny and those in his realm. They're telling you what's really going on, not that these pretendees. I mean, it's great if you see something, say something, but don't throw disinformation and piggyback on something and change the verbiage around because you're misleading. And I'm seeing a lot of that, And day one, I'm going to go back to the scene. Day one, other than the blood splatter, okay, they said there was DNA everywhere in the house. Duh, she lives there. But was there blood in the house? Did you see driplets in the front door? It's dried up. It seemed like it was there a little longer than 24 hours. That's what was weird. I watched a
Right.
lot of Dexter. Dexter. uh, Point made is that there was an Amazon package there around the corner, around the pillar. Just wonder if they even addressed it into the evidence thing and see what time did Amazon deliver that package. Was it between the hours that she just got home or when she was sleeping or when this event occurred? Because it's really wild, because they didn't talk about the smallest things. So smaller details will save your life or save others or help a case.
Exactly. And Tommy's right. Small details solve these cases. And there is so much information that is so false. Tommy, when they did that raid the other night on the Range Rover, the house, I had to look, and content creators like myself, research before you put anything out there. because that was such bullshit. They said the guy killed himself in the Range Rover. That the cops pulled up on him and he unalived himself. He killed himself. He committed suicide in front of the cops, which was total lie, but it was all over the internet. And Tommy, I'll be honest with you, I almost believed it. But I did my research and found out that this is just smoking mirrors. They're throwing all kind of stuff to get views. So people are trying to make money off this case by giving false information, which is the worst thing you can do.
I agree with you. That's what they're doing. They're just throwing anything out there to string out this unbelievable circumstances that we're seeing. I mean, this is on 24/7 on any channel. There's nothing else that they're covering, and there are other people out there needs attention. They're missing too, but it's because she's an influence. She's a person of celebrity status, might say. There's things out there saying that uh, she's tanking in the rating, so she's dragging this out. It's like
Right.
that's what exactly. It's just like people, it's unfolding as we speak. And like we talked about in your previous podcast, let this thing marinate for a little bit and see where the chips fall. Sometimes we get a little ahead of ourselves, but then we're right. But then there's other things come along and you're like shaking your head and like, what are they doing? Now they're putting up tents, a camping tent. What the?
Yeah.
That's what they're now they're putting tents in front of the facility. I said, okay, this is nuts. I just there's former FBI retirees and people in your profession. They even coming out and saying this is not a kidnapping thing. This is like what you said, brother. It's
a murder.
It's a homicide. This
Yes.
became a homicide. Period.
Yeah. And what Tommy's trying to say is this is just so fucked up. Like all of a sudden they put like like Tommy said, like a tent around the door, stuff that you can't see what they're doing as evidence. Like 11, 12 days later, you should have got that evidence on day one. Like you're getting evidence now, 12 days later from the door. They put a tarp around the door. And then Tommy, I don't know if you saw the other night, they put tarp around that Range Rover and took pictures of something that was in the back of that Range Rover. I don't know if you saw that. But who knows what they took pictures of? I have no idea.
I saw clips of that, brother. For some weird reason, I got up at 4:00 in the morning, just wide awake. First thing I did is get on Tiki Talk World and kind of reminiscing and see, certain people I don't know them, but they're kind of reliable. They're like telling just living,
Yeah.
letting you know what's going on. What you just said is what I saw, and I'm thinking I had to watch it again because I just watched very little of it because I was getting discouraged because now they're like you said, now they're getting evidence at day 12. All of this should have been, like I said, the perimeter should have been 2 or 3 blocks. I mean, or a couple miles, whatever. Just cut off everything because everybody. It's a homicide. She's gone this long. Everybody day one should have been, I blocked off. But now it's just like it's like it's a fuckery.
Oh, it's so bad. I've never seen anything like it. This will go down as like the worst police work since the JonBenét Ramsey case. JonBenét Ramsey's case was fucked up, Tommy, and they fucked this up just like it.
Oh shit, brother! I remember that case. That was a little kid. I mean, a little kid. Parents, you just cringing at the teeth, edge at the seat, buckling white knuckles, trying to say, "Come on, what are you guys doing? This doesn't make." Yeah, it's like mirroring what that was 30-something years ago. This will go down to the worst fuck up, and police and FBI searches. This should be taught in class. This is what not to do in 101 in the FBI, all agencies. What do you call that place? The FBI, where they go get training? The academy over there.
Quantico.
Quantico, yeah. 101. No, don't do this shit.
Tommy, I think it's important to explain to people how the crime scene is preserved. Okay, and I'm going to do it really quick. I'm going to give you a 3-hour course in 2 minutes. Okay, that first officer on scene, the first guy that gets that call, when he gets there and realizes this is a crime scene, he sets up He sets up crime tape around the whole entire place. And like I said, bigger is better. You can always come in, but you can't go out. So make the crime scene big. That's his job. His next job is to get a piece of paper, a tablet, Tommy. I got the Bible right next to me. Don't use the Bible, get a tablet. Okay? And
Right.
he'll put the date, the time, the crime scene, and he'll log people that come in. So here comes Sergeant Minor. Sergeant Minor came in the crime scene at 10 o'clock, and Sergeant Minor signed out of the crime scene at 10:20. And there'll be a crime scene log of when they went in, when they went out, who was at the crime scene. And then that actually goes into evidence too. That paperwork of who went in and out of that crime scene. Why? Because you're preserving the crime scene. You can't pick up and fucking leave and come back 3 days later, then pick up and leave and come back 5 days later. That evidence is no good. It's going to be suppressed, and a defense attorney is foaming from the fucking mouth. Horrible police work. And that's a fact, guys. Not one of that is a bullshit lie. It's 100% fact.
I have to agree with you. I mean, you said it so many times since day one. Day one.
Yes.
And for the record, for our viewers that's growing, I'm telling you what, and all of Danny's platform in the comment section, they're all his followers are saying, come out of retirement, bro. Come out of retirement, get this shit squared off, get it done, knock it out of the ballpark. You know, and I'm just like, yeah. I mean, I'm like, this is a big following. I mean, people are really wanting you to come out, you know, just as a consultant, like Sherlock Holmes, brother. I mean, come on. You're the Sherlock Holmes of the 26th century. Is that what we're in now? It's because this case is taking so long.
Tommy, you know what? I'm actually mad at myself because I've been going to places. I went to Turning Point. I went to the protest in Chicago. I went to Phoenix again for an incident out there. I should have went to Tucson. It's only a 5-hour drive for me. But maybe next week. I'm thinking about going. If this prolongs more, I might go out there, take a look at the crime scene so I can understand and I can tell my followers actually what it looks like. So I might be planning that next week if it goes today. But I missed the boat. I should have went out there. I agree. Not that I would get involved in the case, but I kind of want to see for myself the location because you get a better idea than seeing it on TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, that is the craziest thing. I mean, I'm
You
sorry
know
for
what?
stalling. It's just like, oh,
I know, Tommy. Let me tell you something that's in my mind. And listen, this is far fetched. Okay, this is far fetched. And I don't know if she lives like on the edge of the desert. I don't know how many houses are around, but I don't know how they didn't get a glimpse of a car on that road. It can't be a lot of traffic. Like somebody's ring camera didn't get a car driving by at 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever. That bothers me. And this is what I think, Tommy, as crazy as this thinks. Did they come through the desert to get her on like one of the desert cars? I swear to God, that's what I think because I don't know how they don't have a picture of a car. And I know that's far fetched, but sometimes when a case like this is like that, you got to think far fetched. Did they come through the desert? Did they not come through a road to get there? And that's how you have to look at the scene. I don't know if that's possible. You know what I mean?
yeah, you got to get eye in the sky to look to see if there's any, you know, on normal tracks. You can spot a difference between, you know, tracks in the dirt. Those little razors, those dune buggies.
Yes.
But they're doing that. They're doing that now. It's like, well, you should have done that day one. I mean,
Yeah. I
look
mean,
at your
that
surroundings.
That was my first thought when they didn't have a picture of a car. I'm thinking, how does
Yeah.
in a rich neighborhood like that, they probably have fucking
Oh.
15 cameras on their house
Oh.
at least.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh
know what
yeah.
I mean? That's a rich neighborhood. That's a human. Do you see the size house that one old lady was living in? She was living in a fucking mansion with an in-ground pool. They had cameras. Don't tell me they didn't.
No, they exactly. I think it's day 11. They went. Excuse me. They went up on the roof. There was a camera up there. What did they catch? What did they see? Was it a motion sensor? I mean, what did they? They didn't say anything. They're not coming out and saying, "Yeah, we retrieved some footage, and this is what we seen," and nothing. You hear nothing. So, what's crazy? I know it sounds crazy, but just hear me out. People in the comments,
Nothing's crazy now. Nothing's crazy. You got to think outside the
nothing,
box now.
exactly. I mean, good cup of coffee. You got to have this right
Yeah.
here, folks. Get your merchandise while it's hot.
Let's go, baby.
Um, in the ring footage, you've probably seen it too, and the viewers here. There's a second person there, but they still haven't really get a good view of it because the way it was moving. And so I'm thinking, was that second footage is what saw that person come around the perimeter, because they went up on top of the roof, because in that little email that they got, they said, "Oh, there's a camera on top of the roof." You think, for the love of God, the family member knows every square inch of that house. They know there's cameras everywhere.
Right.
And I think you got to, like you said, think outside the box. Start with the family. It's got to be an inside job. Who knows every inch of that house? Knows how long this woman can go without her prescription, with her
Yeah.
pacemaker going off? The doctor would know. Oh shit, her thing went off. I'm going to call her and see if she's okay.
Right.
You didn't hear. Nobody's reporting that. There's nobody.
Right.
I mean, the doctor's not coming out and say, "I'm her physician. My. We got an alert." None of that. So there's not setting any. They're just breadcrumbing at this. I mean, beyond breadcrumbing, it's ridiculous.
And you know what? The only other thing that caught my eye with the timeline, and I think we mentioned this last time, and it might mean nothing, but you have to think outside the box, folks. That's how cases are solved. I think she went. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember. It was like 2 minutes to that garage door closed. Okay, so it was
Yeah.
like whatever it was, 9:55, and the garage door closed at 9:57. Whatever it was, 2 minutes to close a garage door just bothers me. It does, because you walk in and you hit the button, you close the garage door. That should take 10 seconds. 2 minutes, folks think 2 minutes is quick. It's not. Think of this: 1001, 1002, 1000. How long would that take to close that garage door? Were they in that house? Did they get in there through that garage door right away? I don't know. And then did they decide to disable the camera and put that guy in front of the camera on purpose to throw them off? I don't know. You got to think outside the box. Because that guy was weird
Right.
at the front door, Tommy. He had his head cocked. He was like bent down like he had a hunchback. It was weird the way he approached that door.
You nailed it. Yes, he did. It's just like, to me, it's like what you said. When these not social media, when these fake news are saying, he's unprofessional. And I was like, yeah, look how long he's out doing for 12 days. Catch Me If You Can. Remember the movie? Tom Hanks movie, Catch Me If You Can? It's just like that. I'm going to do this. Is nuts. Don't say he's unprofessional. He's looting you guys, gotten you this freaking far, and you still ain't got shit.
Dude,
Everybody wants.
Tommy, I swear to God, every time I watch Fox News, I laugh just like you. Because every expert says the same thing. This guy, he's the most unprofessional criminal ever. And he's kicking your fucking ass. He might be the most unprofessional ever, but he's kicking your ass. The guy with the Walmart backpack and the Walmart jacket is kicking your ass.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. In the backpack, it got me thinking, okay, if you would want to take somebody a hostage, why would you need a backpack? Unless you're coming in there to clean up your shit so your trace of your DNA won't be found. It's like,
Right.
I don't know. I'm just like, oh, brother, I just wish they just stop this shit and just get it over with and say, hey, you know what? We fucked up, guys. We should have did this day one.
Tommy, you know what? I just thought of this. How did he get in the house? I just did I forget this?
Right. There's no breaking entry.
That's
So
right.
within those no, I'm thinking within those 2 minutes of that garage being open, that's plenty of time to get a footwork in there. So I'm thinking on the ring camera, I'm thinking it might be after the fact. They look like they're coming.
Yes.
But they're coming in there to clean up their shit that they made. They broke the flood lamps. They took the ring camera off. I think they were there to try to clean up their own, like the CSI. They're trying to do their own CSI thing. Like, what did we touch? What do we make it look like? It's a blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, the garage door. It doesn't take that long to get underneath the door. As soon as that thing pops up, you can flow on the floor to get in within 2 seconds. You know, um, it's been said that she took an Uber home, but the family said they took her home. So there's conflicting stories right there. So I agree with what you said. Baffling. The garage door opened. It clicked on the clock. 2 minutes difference. So I was like, I think they were there the whole time. Why in the garage? Wait to shit. I mean, the
Yeah,
garage door closed. I think they came back later. It just and did what we saw. Now that the footage are coming out, they're finding gloves later, 12 fucking days later. It's like,
yeah.
no, they all had to be within the garage thing, brother. I agree. It's
So,
the garage thing.
so there is. I can't believe I never thought of this. So they didn't break and enter.
No, I saw
This
that. There's
this
nothing there.
is this is a fucking inside job, Tommy. They had this
Yes,
house surveillance. They got in that garage on her, and then they faked this camera thing to throw the
yes,
cops off. I'm telling
yes.
you, right? You're right. We fucking solved this.
Let's go.
Let's go. Listen. We might start doing this. We might become private investigators. The only
I
problem is
agree.
here in Nevada, it's horrible to get a PI license, or I would have done it already. You have to jump through this hoop, then jump through a bigger hoop and hope somebody likes you. That's how hard it is in Nevada. In Pennsylvania, where I came from, since I was a sergeant, the judge just signs my paperwork. I'm a PI the day I retire. But for Nevada, but Tommy, the good news is Arizona is like Pennsylvania, so we can be PIs in Arizona. So maybe I'll get us a license.
Yeah. Oh heck yeah. I'm ready to
We,
tackle something.
and California, I think too. I think that's an easier one to get a PI license. But Nevada, they make you jump through hoops for some reason. I don't know why, because it's Vegas. Remember Dan Tanner? Vegas. Remember that? are
Yeah.
you are you too young for that, or do you remember that, Tommy?
No, I'm not. I'm going to be 53 here in a couple of weeks.
Okay, so you remember Vegas, Dan Tanner. Remember, he was a private investigator. That was great. Great show. That was a total great show. But Tommy, I think we solved this tonight. I think that's what happened. But listen, let's talk for 5 more minutes if you don't mind. I know we said a half hour. We're almost at a half
Yeah.
hour. I want to talk. How do you feel about the SABAC? And be honest. I mean, if you don't agree with me, just let me know. But I think I agree with the SABAC. Listen, if you're not smart enough to go get an ID, you shouldn't vote. If you can't go get yourself a photo ID, then you don't have the right to vote. I'm sorry. This election needs to be fair, and how it's fair is you show an ID. This is me, and I'm voting.
It's common sense. It's you have to use your ID for everything else. Car loan, bank loan, you got to show your ID to a doctor or whatever. And the same thing with the voting. It says right there, you got are you a resident of the United States? It actually is a question. I agree with this thing. And it baffles me. I thought all this time everybody had an ID except for the people coming in illegally, but the one who come in the right way, they get a special card and an identification card. But yeah, I agree with this. Everybody should have an ID whenever there is a voting should be fair. Let's
Right.
like you said, I agree with this, and because you just can't just say because this is what they want. If President Trump says, "Yo, if you guys vote for me in my midterm, I grant you citizenship," I guarantee them Democrats will say, "Oh no, 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 no! Let's vote for this." Oh yeah, you need an ID. No, you need an ID. They will flip on that just like that, bro. I agree with this thing. It should have passed years ago. I mean, I never knew it was an issue until you. I'm glad you brought it up in your feed because I tell you what, this should have been done years ago, and I'm glad that they passed. Yeah, I agree with this thing, one hundred
And
percent.
listen, here's the thing, Tommy. And the Democrat politician is so off. Like Akeem Jeffrey said, they just want to do this because they can't win any elections. We can't win any elections. You guys are so dumb. You lost the fucking House, Hakeem Jeffries. You lost the Senate and you lost the presidency. We won everything. That's how brainwashed their fan base is that they won't believe robot Hakeem Jeffries because he's a robot. We think the Republican, they're the worst speakers too, Democrats. They can't speak. They're word salads. They're robots. But Hakeem Jeffries, do you think we're that dumb? You said we can't win elections. We won every election last term. Every one, you brain dead man. You're all
Yeah.
brain dead.
I love your video, brother, that you came out with. You pointed out they insulting women. Okay, they show you, oh, we're for the women. No, you're not. You're not for the women. You're not. You're supporting women. You just degraded ethnicity groups, blacks, Latinos,
Yes.
all types. And, you made that video. Yeah, it was a joke, but also it was a point that he was making. It's like you're degrading another person just because of the tone of their sleeve does not make them do. No, that just shows like you need a government. Trust me. Yeah, you need us. Don't think for yourself. Obviously, it worked because the man is sitting in the White House running this country. You know what I'm saying? They got tired of listening to the Democrat and said, you know what? I'm going to vote for this guy for once because what they're doing is wrong. And I'm telling you, it's in your feed line. It's in your comment section. I mean, if you break down the groups, it's just like a lot of percentage is saying, what that guy said, and the rest of them, you're demonizing people, you assholes.
Yeah,
That's
and
wrong.
Tommy, you're totally right. And guys, let me give you guys the stats, okay? They did a survey. 84% of the country, 84% agree with this say that. 84%, 98% Republicans and like 80% Democrats agree you should have an ID. But yet these Democrat politicians are like, no, this is against black people and women. You know why? You know why? Because if black people and women don't vote for them, they have no party. Because
Right.
white males are never voting for this group. And they know that. That's why they shit on me and you, Tommy. They crap on me and you because they know we're not voting for them. No matter what they do, you and I are not voting Democratic. They know that. When I say me and you, I mean white guys. Okay?
Yeah.
They know we're not voting for them. So they need black people and women. So it always goes back to women are being discriminated against, black people are being discriminated against. How come they never say Asians? How come Asians are never in that mix? How come? Because they don't need the Asian vote. They need the black vote and they need the women vote. So it's always women. Oh, women, they hate women. The Republicans are misogynists. Oh, they hate women. They can't stand black people. Oh, yeah? Let's see who the racist is. Black people, I believe you can get an ID. Tommy believes you can get an ID. You know why? Because we believe you're equal with us. We believe everybody's equal with us. Every human being is, except the Democrats don't believe that. They believe you're lower than them and you can't get an ID. Why else would they think you can't get an ID? Why? Think that to yourself, black people. Think that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
I
fires
think
me up, Tommy.
I know it does. That's the Italian stallion right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Tommy, they're basically discriminating against black people themselves. They're basically
Division.
saying you're not smart enough to get an ID. That's what the Democrats are saying. We are not like that. We love everyone, and that's the thing. The Democrats pretend they love everyone, but the Republicans really do. We respect everyone. The Democrats don't because they need women votes and they need black votes. If they don't have them either, if they lose the black vote, they lose every election. If they lose the women vote, they lose every election. That's all they have, and that's why they're always on women and black people. Discrimination, discrimination. I said what I said.
I agree with you. They keep regurgitating this till it sinks in, sinks in. They keep saying over and over and over, and then the community was like, "Oh, not all of them, but there's only like a little few." These little handful of Democrats are saying all this crap. They're just pissed off because they're not getting anything what they want. It's like what you said. They want in power. They want to stay in power. And the other group is saying, "You're an idiot. We're agreeing with our fellow comrades on that other aisle. Let's just get this country back on its track. Let's get straight. I mean, this is a year where everything is trying to get back to law and order. Period.
I agree. And Tommy, we'll end it on this note, and I'll get your comments after I get done with this. This country right now, the crime rate is the lowest ever. If the crime rate's going down in every big city's reporting their murder rate's down. Their crime is down. The economy, what the Dow just hit 50 or whatever they said, the economy's better. Gas is going down. Everything's better. You have a newborn baby. Now Trump's starting a fund for your newborn baby with $1,000. Taxes are going down. Trump wants to get rid of income tax. He just lowered the classification of marijuana. This country is on the right track, but they're brainwashing you that it's not because they want to tax the shit out of you like California. And folks, one last thing. The Super Bowl MVP, he paid more in taxes than he made. And the NFL is now thinking about moving out of California for the Super Bowl and never having a Super Bowl there again because the taxes are so high, it's not even worth winning a Super Bowl there. Could you imagine? No. That's a fact, Tommy. That's a fact.
It is.
The NFL's talking about taking it out of California because of that.
I don't blame him. They charge per player $71,000 a day.
Yes, it's insane. And then these Democrats, let's get Newsom in there. The guy, listen, the guy's the worst ever. The only reason he's the fucking governor is because he was Nancy Pelosi's nephew. Get that through your goddamn head. He wasn't some big politician. He was Nancy Pelosi's nephew. That's why he's the governor of California. And guess what, guys? We might have a Republican governor of California. I don't know if you saw that, Tommy. The Republicans are winning in all the surveys there right now.
Yeah, let's just keep our...
We got a chance.
Yeah. I mean, which keep our fingers crossed because, I mean, we need to get this state back to the golden state. This state flatlined 2 decades ago, and now they're just bleeding us dry. I mean, and on every level. But yes, it's slowly coming back, but we don't need this guy in office. We don't need Kamala Harris in there. She's wanting to do it. Fell out of my chair. Like, well, no. I'm done with salad talk. Really.
Yes.
I'm no longer a vegetarian.
Hey, Tommy, one last thing. Do you live close to the beach or no? How far are you from the beach?
I'm 2 hours away.
All right. You know what we should do one day? I'll come visit you, and we'll drive to the beach, and we'll do this show on the beach with the ocean in the back. Honestly, it'd be a lot of fun if we could do that one day.
That would be a great drawback.
Yeah, I'll pick Pete up. The three of us will do it. Well, the three of us will do it. We'll set up on the beach, and we'll do the show right there on the beach. And we'll do that soon. Maybe in a couple of months, we'll do it.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
Listen, thanks, Tommy. I got to go. We spent a little bit more than a half hour, but I appreciate everybody. Appreciate you, Tommy. Any last words?
Thank you.
Any last words?
Any last words is yes. Thank you, Danny, for having me a guest on your show again. I always have fun. It learn something new every time, and it helps me relieve my rants because nobody. It's great, but I just want to say thank you, brother. Thank you for having me on your show again.
Yep. Listen, thank you, Tommy. And the last thing I'm going to say, please, for God's sake, vote Republican. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Oh, God.